This video is to demonstrate the wiring of wireless RS485 or wireless RS232 point-to-point connectivity modems. So this is an isolated RS485 converter to wireless converter. So there is a power supply here, plus and minus, so where we can give 9 to 36 volts. Beside that there is a configuration button. So this can work both in configuration mode or in working mode. Configuration mode is to change the settings of the device. On this side we can see RS485 interface, which has A, B and an isolated ground, and there is also a button here to interchange A and B. Similarly, coming to the RS232 device, we have the power supply, plus and minus, which is 9 to 36 volts, configuration button and the antenna. On the other side we have a DB9 connector, RS232, and this button can be used to interchange TX and RX depending on what kind of cable you are using. Coming to the configuration in the software, to configure the baud rate address of the RS232 RS485 pairs, we have developed a software. The software can be downloaded from our website. Once you open the application, you can select the COM port on which the device is connected. If you are not able to find it here, you can go to the device manager and check for it. So then we can click on currently the device is not in configuration mode. So we can switch the device to configuration mode. To switch it to configuration mode, we have to push this slide switch towards the power supply. So after we have put it to the configuration mode, we are trying to connect to the device again and get parameters. So we have got the parameters. So this is the received parameter, and we can see the baud rate is set to 9600, parity is 8 and 1, air rate is 9.6, transmit power is 20 dBm. And there are a couple of other parameters like FEC, fixed mode. So for point-to-point connectivity, we suggest not to disturb these parameters. FEC, fixed mode, wake up time and IO mode, you can let them be like that. So this is the baud rate in which you will be interfacing with the RS485. So this is the UART 8 and 1, and there are other options like 801, 81, and this is the air rate, and this is the transmit power. Coming to the frame, so basically C0, this is a fixed frame for this particular product, and address. So this address is a 16-bit address. Address is 16-bit address. From the drop down you can select any address. So to have point-to-point connectivity, we have to make sure that this address and channel are same on both the devices. So only then communication happens between both the devices. Okay, so currently I am just clearing this and I am just getting the parameters again. So I got the same parameters, I am rewriting the same parameters again. So this is how you set the configuration. Whatever parameters you want, you can change it. So I will show you an example. Instead of 1H, let us say if I am changing the address to 2H, and if I do set parameters, so the parameters are set now. I can read them back to cross verify. So when I read back, so the address is 2H. So I am setting it back to 1H again because the other device is on 1H on which I will be testing. So I will be clicking on set parameters again. So the parameters are set. So now let us test if the communication is happening or not. So here you can disconnect. You can close this software. You can use any tool like Docklight. Go to Docklight and select the COM port. Once you select the COM port, select the baud rate parity which you have given in the software. So 9600, 8 and 1 is what we have set. So we have set here. Similarly, there is one more device. Which is connected, so which has the same address. Okay, so now let us check the communication. From configuration mode we are putting the device back to working mode. After you put the device back to working mode, you can send messages from here, and you can see that we are receiving the message on the other side. So let us say from here we are trying to send a message. I am just clearing the window. And if I send the message from here, so we can see the message is coming here. So from here, from this LoRa, I am sending continuous messages. So here we can see we are continuously receiving hi. So this is how we configure RS485 point-to-point connectivity pair. Similarly, the configuration for RS232 point-to-point connectivity also can be done. Also, we have a button to exchange TX and RX or ARB. This is the TX and RX pin with which you can exchange the TX and RX which is going into this RS232.